Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway in Foxborough. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spend a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is ability to be accurate from the pocket.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against it, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run it here with Brown. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Julian Edelman. This is taken at the 23.
Julian Edelman.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2003, also 3-time Pro Bowler from Alcorn State, Steve McNair.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins. Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They go again with Allstott.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Tackle made at the 44.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Brings up
second down and 3. And they'll run here with Olstad. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Olstad, 44 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. But it'll be second down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Xavier Howard on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Edelman set to return.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
They run the quick dive with Olstad.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Patriots nothing.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And some room to maneuver. He's got daylight past the 20 and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Olstein with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And it's good to make it 14-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Antonio Brown on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
New England trying to get a place on offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And his throw is incomplete. Intended target there, Malcolm Brown. And it's 3rd and short.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Able to find Shaheen here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Jackson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Edelman. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they're really in sync right now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to the... This guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? After the interception, here's Jackson. Out left to Shaheen. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Jackson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through it, we give it back to Brandon Gaud.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
On the carry is Allstott.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
To the fullback.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
On the give, this is their fullback. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First down, Los
Our
Angeles.
eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
The give to the fullback on the dive. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Tomlinson on the
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Back up the middle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. McNair to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Anderson on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 7.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to the fullback. It's Allstott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with like this in all the rest of their games.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this pass brought in by Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Across midfield.
This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Here's Lorenzo Neal. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
taken down.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I know he ain't got it.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Chargers.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by Austin Bryant. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
38.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2003, also a 3-time Pro Bowler from Alcorn State, Steve McNair.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Allstott.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Allow me a second here to gush because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Jackson on 1st down. That one complete to Bettis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Bettis. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And he will they'll have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A carry now for Bettis. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Second and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. On the screen, it's Bettis. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this off.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, LA! Tomlinson, and even 90 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 8.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. From the gun, Jackson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. I'll give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the lines. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 4th down.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
The score, Chargers 7.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
The ball carrier.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
32-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack by Julius Peppers. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for New England. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at about the 28. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And they'll try and pick it up with Allstott, the fullback. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Another carry here for the fullback, Allstott. And another tackle broken. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now, because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching it more? Do you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
Fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, here's McNair. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Allstott. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go again with Allstott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They run the quick dive with Allstott. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The give to the fullback on the dive. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
Anderson's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
The score, Chargers 10.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down 10-0, 25 seconds remaining. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Here's Jackson. They'll dump this complete to the bus. Jackson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And not all W's are created equal.